Welcome to Moocher's Mayhem, a backpacking trivia show where you earn points for correct answers to your own questions and points for questions you've mooched off of others. Now, let's meet our contestants. Carl, will you introduce the contestants?
All right, so today we have Nick's Backcountry Adventures from YouTube, hailing from California, home to the state that boasts the overwhelmingly highest tax rate. Nick, how's it going today?
After you said that, I'm depressed, but otherwise I'm good.
All right. So, hey, okay, just to get to know you a little bit, what's your favorite piece of gear and number one place to go on your bucket list?
My favorite piece of gear would have to be my Nemo sleeping bag. I forget which model it is. And my bucket list is to get up to Glacier.
Glacier National Park. All right.
Okay. That's a good one.
Most of your adventures are in the Sierra Nevadas, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
95% of them are.
All right. All right. Good deal. Okay. And then, and Brooke Jolly from Florida, the place that coined the phrase, "See you later, alligator." How's it going today?
I'm good. Thanks.
All right. Wow. And what's your favorite piece of gear, number one on your bucket list, Brooke?
My favorite piece of gear, I'm sure Derek will appreciate this, is my portable bidet.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Do you know the brand for that? What brand is that?
I don't know. You can get it at REI though.
Okay.
It's called Plop and Drop. Yeah, it's good. Good. Solid.
Okay.
And bucket list would be to get on the AT.
All right.
Okay.
Like, just get on there like a segment or a section, or you want to
step on it. Step on.
I want to do a through hike.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. I love that. That's an awesome one.
Okay. All right.
All right. And finally, we've got Jason from Oregon, home to 10 days of sunlight each year. How's it going, Jason?
I'm doing good, Carl. Thanks.
All right, Jason. So what's your favorite piece of gear, number one on your bucket list?
My favorite piece of gear is anything I can mooch out of somebody else's pack after they carry it for me.
Okay. Yes. You're that kind of guy.
Carl's favorite guy.
Cut from the same cloth as Derek.
Incorrect. Okay. Incorrect. What's the wrong answer sound? That's what we do right there. That's right.
The wrong answer. There you go. Okay. And what you got for number one on your bucket list?
Bucket list would probably be John Muir.
Okay. The full trail.
Absolutely.
Yep. Not just meeting him, but actually hiking the trail.
Correct.
Well, how about both? Let's make both happen. Derek can do that.
Why not?
Yeah. And just to clarify, none of you said that your bucket list hike was to go anywhere with Derek on the trip. So Derek was secretly hoping that would be the case.
Is that, was
Derek.
I? Oh,
yeah. Yep.
Ooh,
correct.
Dagger.
All right.
Ouch.
All right, Derek, let's go over the rules.
All right. Rule number one, the game consists of 3 rounds of 6 questions, each with its own category. The round will progressively get more and more challenging.
At least theoretically so. Rule number 2, you will have 7 seconds to answer the question assigned to you. Correct answers are worth 2 points.
If the contestant ahead of you fails to answer the question correctly, you can then answer it for 1 mooch point. If the second person fails to answer, the third person may then step in there and mooch as well.
And just to clarify, that mooch point will literally take a point away from the first contestant. True story. Rule number 4, after 3 rounds, there will be a final question that everyone will answer. You will submit your answers on a sheet of paper and write the number of points you'd like to wager. You may wager up to the amount of points that you've earned thus far in the game. Correct answers will earn those points. Incorrect, lose those points from their final score.
Ooh, harsh. Illegible answers will also earn a verbal reprimand. Is that right, Carl?
Correct.
That's from you. Okay.
Yep.
Winners will earn a prize package from the random gear box. Contestants, are you ready to play? Moocher Mayhem.
Let's go.
Giddy up. All right. Round 1. Here we go.
All right. Round 1. I'm going to call this the rookie level. So easiest level. This is wild animals. Okay.
Ooh.
Wild animals. So I'm just going to go person by person. Here we go. Nick, you're up first. Number 1, the Ursack was originally created to protect a backpacker's food from which animal? A, bear, B, squirrel, C, chipmunk, or D, raccoon? Are you laughing at that? Those are all legit answers.
It's a great question.
I thought the answer would be rodents, but that wasn't a question part of it. So I'm going to go chipmunks.
C, chipmunk is incorrect for a mooch point. I've got Brooke, same question.
A bear.
A bear is
Ooh.
correct. Let me remind you,
Coming
this
out.
is the easy round.
Coming
Easy
out
round.
swinging.
Okay. All right. Number 2, Brooke. This hibernating rodent is part of the squirrel family. It can weigh up to 11 pounds and spends 80% of its life underground. Is it A, mole, B, squirrel, C, bear, or D, marmot?
D, marmot.
D, marmot is correct. Brooke, you are on fire.
On
Jason.
fire.
Jason, number 3, the mountain lion is known by many names. That includes all of the following except A, cougar, B, panther, C, North American leopard, D, puma.
Let's go with C, North American leopard.
That is correct. I just made that one up. All right, back to Nick, number 4. This large, very dangerous animal can surprisingly swim 20 feet underwater and hold its breath for 30 seconds. Is it A, elk, B, moose, C, caribou, or D, field mouse?
C, caribou.
C, caribou is incorrect. Good try. That's you, Brooke, for another mooch point.
Moose.
Moose is correct. To Brooke, this
Oh.
small wild animal is generally thought to be mythical. A, pine marten, B, jackalope, C, leprechaun, or D, yeti.
Leprechaun.
Leprechaun is incorrect. It's strangely not an animal. Good try. So Jason, for a mooch point, same question.
Let's go with Yeti.
Yeti is not a small animal. Good try. And nor is it
Jackalope.
mythical.
Wait.
Nor is it
Have
mythical.
you
All right.
seen one before? You don't know they're not small.
Oh, well played, sir.
Watch our videos. Watch our
Well
videos and save your
played.
banter for after the round, Jason. All right, Nick,
The
for a
reprimands.
mooch point. You can mooch
Jackalope.
back from the person that mooched from you. What you got?
Jackalope.
Jackalope is both small and it's thought to be mythical. That is correct. All right. Sassy Jason, number 6. There are many types of this nut-eating rodent, which include tree, ground, and black. Is it A, chipmunk, B, pine marten, C, bunny, or D, squirrel?
D, squirrel.
D, squirrel is correct. And that concludes round 1. All right, Derek. So after
Hey, here
round
we go.
1, what are the scores?
After round 1, we have Jason with 4 points, Brooke with 3 points, and Nick in -1.
-1.
Let's step it
Okay.
up, Nikki. Here we go.
Go ahead and gripe. I'm going to gripe because we started off by going backwards. We shouldn't be negative here. We should all be positive.
Exactly.
Okay. You know what?
Exactly.
I believe in you, Nick, and you're going to be positive by the end of the game. You're going to have positive points.
I
You
think
watch.
he's gonna think positive from now on.
Volume 1 of this game show, the person that was in last place after round 1 ended up winning the game. So just keep that tucked away.
You never know.
All
You
right.
never know.
Jason, Brooke, any
All right.
issues?
I'm
I just like-
upset that we don't know how to follow directions.
Jason, what do you want to say?
Yeah.
I'd just like to go back to the Yeti and point out that size is really just relative to what you have in your own mind. So
You're saying it's
I-
subjective. You're saying that these questions are subjective. So
It could be a mini, like a little baby Yeti, like a little
it didn't say baby.
adolescent.
Didn't say that. Yeah, I thought about that.
Preteen Yeti.
Yeah. So
Young
that
Yeti?
assumes that, that the Yeti is a small creature and that, like, from your perspective, and that the Yeti is actually mythical, which we've already established that it's not. But you know what? If you have issues
It is.
with the specificity of these questions, just wait, because we're about to hit a Derek round right now. So we'll see how
This
this
is
goes.
gonna get intense. These are fill in the blank with one multiple choice at the end for you guys. Are you guys ready? How
is
well?
it categorized, or what do you
So the
got?
highest
is-
negative point's going to win this deal then.
We'll go with that. Okay, so this round is all about food. We're going to talk about some food on the trail. You guys ready? All right. Okay, so Nick, question number 1. Are you ready? What food meal will Carl never eat again by Mountain House?
Chili
That's a fair
Mac.
question.
Oh, you say Chili Mac?
Yep.
That is correct. Correct. Chili Mac. 2 points for,
Because I'm with Carl on that one.
yeah, there you go.
We're
2
the
points for
few.
Nick.
We're the few.
2 points for Nick. He's in the positive now.
You don't need to announce it. You're not
I
taking.
feel like doing that. Here we go.
I'm
Number
keeping
2.
Score. It's your round.
I know we're gonna go lightning like you, so they have a hard time. Lightning like number 2. We have discussed 2 food brands starting with the letter P on the podcast multiple times over multiple episodes. What are they called? Food brands that start with the letter P.
Welcome to my world. This is for Brooke, by the way.
This is for Brooke. Sorry, Brooke. Sorry, Brooke.
Brooke.
Brooke, you get extra time. There you go.
Fantastic. Peak Fuel
Correct. That's one.
and Patagonia. I don't think that's a food brand, but
Incorrect. Incorrect. For
It does start with a
mooch-
P, though.
For one mooch point, Jason, what do you got?
Yeah, I got nothing.
Nothing? All right. Nick, what do you got? You got a mooch?
Alright.
mooch
It's Peak
opportunity.
Fuel and Packet Gourmet.
Hey, got it
Whoa.
right. He
Whoa.
remembered. Packet Gourmet and Peak. Mooch
Packet Gourmet is my
points.
favorite.
Technically, Peak Refuel. Just want to point that out. But
I'm not going to
we'll
get
take it.
ticky tack. We're not getting
Okay.
ticky tack. Number
right.
3, Carl, we can do that later. Why do Carl and I prefer a longer spoon when eating freeze-dried meals? Who can explain briefly why? Nick, this is Nick's question, correct?
No,
Yeah.
it's
This is
Jason.
Jason's
Jason,
question.
I don't want
Jason's
no
question.
part of this.
I'm all over the place. This is my first time. Jason, this is your question.
I think it's because you guys like to feed each other without getting too close.
That's a fair answer, but wrong. Nick, for a steal?
Shouldn't Brooke have the opportunity to steal it first?
No, it's in order. It's
He's
in order.
after you, Nick. Nice try. This is confusing. I
Okay.
told you so.
I'm pretty sure the reason why you guys use a long spoon is so you don't have to use a buff as a napkin.
Incorrect, but creative. I'll give you 3 imaginary points for that one. Brooke, do you have a steal? Do you have a mooch?
So that you don't get food on your hand going in.
Correct. That is correct. I do not
that
like
was
getting
a
food.
simple answer. darn
We
it.
want it. Do not want food on the hands. Gross.
I thought.
That is
Yeah.
a steal.
No, I'm
from
with you. I'm with
Jason.
you, Nick. I'm with you.
He's with you, but yet he's not. He's mocking you. Number 4, according to multiple old.
And don't be
episodes-
afraid to point out whose turn it is.
Let's go with Nick's turn for the question. According to multiple old episodes, what is Derek's all-time favorite freeze-dried meal that is no longer made? The silence worries me.
I don't know the exact name, but I'm pretty sure it's like salmon Alfredo or something like. Oh,
Very close, but incorrect.
darn it.
For one
he's a
mooch
stickler.
point,
We're not
Brooke,
going to be picky, but now we're going to be picky.
we got to use one magic word. I'm looking for one
The
magic word.
hypocrisy here is just. I'm done.
There's no Alfredo. There's no Alfredo. Brooke, for the mooch, what do you got?
Salmon pesto.
That's
Oh,
correct. That is
man.
correct. I don't do Alfredo. I do pesto. That is correct.
Horrible,
Nice job,
horrible.
Brooke. All right. Number 5. What food item does Carl repeatedly accuse me of putting in his old pack as a prank?
And this is for Brooke.
This is for Brooke. Yes.
Tuna packet.
Close, but no cigar. That is incorrect. Jason, for a mooch point, what am I accused of putting in Carl's pack as a prank?
The empty salmon and pesto packet.
That's close. I don't know if I give him credit for that. I'm going to give him credit for that. It is salmon. It is salmon. I'm going to give you credit for that.
What happened to being picky suddenly?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
big.
This is crazy.
Alfredo and pesto? That is like way off. Number 6.
Jason's question.
Jason's question, number 6. What trail snack have I said I would never bring again because it always feels like I have too much? Is it trail mix? Is it cookies? Or is it crackers?
Trail mix.
That is correct. Trail mix.
Can
That
I
is
ask why
correct.
Jason got a multiple choice?
I said the last question would be multiple choice.
The equality in terms of level of difficulty of the questions was amazing. We're like, come up with 2 food brands that begin with the letter P as compared with some of these other questions.
Carl, it's their turn to gripe, not
Yeah,
yours. Thanks.
yeah.
Keep going.
Okay, so
They did good. They did good on this.
Okay,
I have
so-
one question.
Please.
Can we mute Derek?
That was his
Muted.
only round. So if you can
Muted.
overcome that round, you will survive.
Did
I
it's always...
have a list. I wrote down a few complaints.
Oh,
actually.
wow.
Okay, I like this.
Here we go.
chili mac with beef. We only said chili mac, so
Right,
I think
right.
That's a
not
great
a valid
point.
answer.
That's a great point. Okay.
And 2-part question.
Okay.
Versus multiple choice.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think that
Uh-huh.
you were really picky with some, but very lenient with others.
Mhm.
Look, guys, the ball doesn't always bounce the same way. That's all I'm going to say about that.
All right, let's do
I
the
think
score
we should.
update.
Do we
Score
want to?
update.
Do we want to confer about the chili mac with beef? That's a fair point. If I gave
No, this is
him-
your round. This you
All right.
have to say. So that's
right.
what I have to put up with every single week.
Oh,
that you
don't
do
act like you
trivia.
have horrible questions.
All right, we got in first place Jason with 6 points, Brooke with 3, and Nick in the positive with 1 point.
Yes.
And during that round, there was a point where you were tied with Brooke, but then she mooched one off you. So
How
you
dare
know what,
she?
Nick? I still believe in you, man. I still believe in
dare
you.
she?
Okay.
I got one more question. Is
Oh, boy.
anybody else got a fan sitting next to him besides Brooke?
A fan?
Yeah, it's wintertime and it's like freezing when and she's got a fan there.
Carl is his only fan.
I got
so-
I got sweatshirt on. Yeah, you're right. It is.
I'm in
It is
California.
like
so
I'm a little
75
jealous
degrees.
right now.
All right.
I'm in California too, but it's like 38 outside and getting ready to rain again.
It
Yeah.
is getting ready. It's raining right now down here. Yeah, true.
Yeah. Well, hey, Nick, you got the Sierras, you got Yosemite, you got all sorts of stuff. Brooks got
And
some
he's-
good stuff too, but they're not mountains. So
And he's
just
got
keep that
round
in
3.
mind.
Carl, he's got
Yeah.
round 3 coming up.
Round
That's what he's
3.
got.
We got
Flat,
round
it's
3
hot,
coming.
it's humid.
Yeah. Trip planner round, round
Oh.
3. These are
Yikes.
next level. This is not multiple choice for any of them, just to clarify.
Ooh.
Famous trails.
631. Here we go.
trails. Okay.
631.
All right. So it is 631, but there's also the final round. So keep that in mind. Here we go. All right. So Nick, this Midwestern trail has a kids movie with the same name.
It's so hard.
Midwestern.
Yeah.
Wow.
We actually recently did an episode about it too. But that's okay. All right. No answer.
No, I don't have an answer.
All right. Brooke for Mooch Point.
Cowboy holster.
What did you say? The holster? The gun holster
Yeah.
trail?
Yeah.
What movie are you? What movies are you watching there?
That's a good
Jason Mooch Point.
That's a difficult question.
That is really hard.
I do not know.
Okay, that one goes unanswered. I thought that was like a basic question. It's
Make
the
your
Ice Age
complaint-
Trail. Ice Age Trail.
Make your complaints list now. Wow.
What episode was that on?
We did with Emily
Age Trail?
Ford. She did the she through hiked the Ice Age Trail. We did that episode in November.
Oh.
I don't
Yep.
even remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't.
And
remember.
everybody in the Midwest knows the Ice Age Trail, but obviously none of us are from the Midwest, so maybe that
Great
was
question. Great
I'm
question.
heading
Yeah.
there tomorrow.
yeah. I
See what I
bet
gotta
a
deal
lot
with?
of folks that listen are gonna think it's a great question, so I'm not concerned.
See what I got to deal with, guys? Okay. Next one. Number 2.
The
Brooke,
people
this
listening's
year,
opinion doesn't matter.
what's that?
The people listening's opinion doesn't matter.
Exactly.
They're
It's
part
the
of the show.
contestants.
They can play along. All right. So
Okay.
it
Don't
does-
make don't make them uncomfortable. Carl.
everybody matters to me. All right.
Oh
Brooke,
boy.
here we go. This European trail is known for hiking, hostels, and religion, specifically
Ooh,
Catholicism and Christianity.
that's a good one.
The Camino de Santiago.
That is correct.
Ooh, 2 points.
Jason, this trail begins west of Denver and ends in Durango.
Colorado Trail.
Colorado Trail is correct.
Ooh, nice.
All right, back to Nick. This trail circumnavigates Mount Rainier in Washington. We had a guest on talking about this trail too, but that was more back in August.
Yeah, I know that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the name of the trail.
Okay, for a mooch point, Brooke, you know this one?
Crickets.
Crickets. Okay. All right, and over to Jason. You should know this one.
Wonderland Trail.
Wonderland Trail. Wonderland
Wonderland.
Trail. Mooch points. Okay, and I've lost my. Who was that? That was Nick's question.
Mhm.
So back to 0.
Okay. All right. Brooke, this Texas trail holds the nickname of its state.
Texas Trail.
So Texas is the nickname for Texas. Okay,
Yeah.
good try. I like the creativity.
That's good.
Jason, what you got? Mooch point.
Mooch.
Nope.
Oh.
Okay. Over
might get-
to Nick for Mooch point.
Brooke might get away
Lone
with
Star
this.
Trail.
Lone Star Trail.
Oh,
Lone
bummer.
Star Trail. All right. Final question of the
Nice
round.
job,
This
Nick. Nice
trail,
job.
completed by Derek, leads to Machu Picchu in Peru.
It does.
Who's this for?
This is for Jason.
The Inca Trail.
Inca Trail. Yeah, Derek?
Yeah, I believe so. That's correct.
Wait, you believe so? You did the trail. You were
It was
on the
like 10
trail.
It was like 10 years ago. I don't remember. the name.
Yes. Oh my god.
Inca Trail.
You've done like five
Trail- the
trails in
Trail
your
of
life.
Tears.
Come on.
My trail of-
All right.
That
Okay,
is
we already-
correct.
So you thought the first question was bad. Any other issues with those questions, folks?
You can mock him.
That's good.
Totally
All
mock him.
Nick, who's been most critical of you, Derek, said that was good. So I'll accept that. Thank
Is
you.
that a
Mm.
bonus point?
No, it's not.
Oh.
It's up to Derek because Derek's got the score right now. I wasn't
No,
keeping
it's
score that
not.
round.
I have 11, Jason, Brooke with 4, Nick with 1. Carl, I believe it is time for the final round.
The final round. For the final round, you are going to simply write your answer on a piece of paper with the amount of points that you have, or up to the amount of points you have to wager, and then you're going to show it to us on the camera so that we can confirm that. And you will, of course, when you're done, have to put your writing utensil down. There's no modifying or changing answers as other answers are revealed. Otherwise, we will consider you a cheater and you'll be kicked out of the game and never allowed back. Be forewarned. I know, it's tough. All right,
Intense.
final round is called Scam Gear. Scam Gear. Okay. So you've got to list 2 pieces of backpacking gear that's either overpriced, breaks easily, or is generally useless in the backcountry. Okay. And it has to actually be backpacking gear. So you couldn't say like the kitchen sink, like that. I would never bring that. That's scam gear. Like legitimate things that are sold for backpackers that qualifies with those 3 things. Okay.
Can I do a points check? I only have one, right?
You have 1 huge positive point.
So can I borrow some points from Jason?
I don't
Jason,
believe.
would you like to
Yeah,
lend any of your
yeah.
points out?
Absolutely. I'll give you, I got to change my points here then. I'll give you 2 points.
Okay.
Actually,
See?
no, for Nick, I'll give you 4.
Wow.
Whoa.
So Brooke could still win here. She doubles up. Careful, guys. Careful.
Contestants, are we all ready with our final answers?
Ready.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's
All
go.
right. So
Let's
we're going
do
to go
this.
in reverse order for points. And I think that because Jason lent points to Nick, does that put Brooke in last place to start this round?
It does.
Okay.
We have Jason with 7, Brooke with 4, and Nick with 5.
Okay, way to see that out of order. Thank you for that. And all right, so Brooke,
Oh,
I don't
I
know
know
if you
that.
agree to these sharing of points, but we didn't say you couldn't do that, and it definitely makes the game more interesting. So I think we're for it. All right, so Brooke, can you hold up your answer sheet to the camera so we can read it off? And let's see here. That says carabiners and a jet boil.
Correct.
Oil.
Carabiners and
Jet
a jet
bo-
boil.
Okay, so carabiners 100% correct. The jet boil is just downright offensive, I'll be honest. So Derek, how do you want to score this one?
How do I want to score it?
Like, is it correct or incorrect?
Or are you gonna put it on me?
Why
you
is it offensive?
Yeah.
Because I
think
love the jet boil. Villain
It's
Jesse's the one that hates the jet.
overpriced.
that.
Oh my
that is a good. I think you
Okay.
should grade this one since you love it.
No,
Don't put me on the
I'm
spot.
biased. That's why I'm asking you to score this one.
I think we should give her the point.
Okay, well, it's not the point. How many points did you wager there, bro?
How much would you wager?
4.
It is.
Four.
It is
She went
overpriced.
all in. Okay, so if she finishes with 8 points, I'm gonna write that down so don't forget. Okay, so Derek scores you correct on that one. I'm still offended. So yeah, I think again it's not overpriced because if you look at the fuel efficiency over time, it ends up saving you money. So
Still in the
there's-
store.
They
it's over.
have
Fuel can.
an off-brand that's not a jet boil called an ollie camp on Amazon that is like a third of the price and same exact fuel efficiency.
Have
Okay.
you used
Exa-
it for more than 5 years?
That's an irrelevant question.
You want your gear to last over time. All right. I think that you've defended yourself well, Brooke. So it doesn't matter. Derek give you the points anyway.
I give her the points. Yeah.
Okay, and so Nick, you had 5 points, and can you hold up your answer to the camera, please?
Can you see it?
Oh,
I can see it.
What do we got?
Buff and footprint. I think that's really clear, Derek. What do you think?
that's a gimme. Yeah.
Okay, that is correct. Wagered at all. So you finished with 10 points, rendering Brooks, Jetboil answer irrelevant at this point. So thank you for that.
My pleasure.
All right, and Jason, what you got?
What do we got? We
Okay,
have Buff and
Frog Dogs.
Frog Dogs.
Oh my gosh. I'll say Buff correct. What do you want to say on Frog Dogs?
I mean, you wear them. I don't wear them. What do you?
All right, Jason, why are Frog Dogs scammy? What's going on?
They are trash. I have a pair. I don't like it. They don't breathe. I feel like I'm just inside a huge oven.
Okay.
That does not breathe.
They make
Are you
great
dry?
camp pants.
Yeah, but are you
Am I dry? Okay, yeah, I'm dry.
Well,
Damn that.
Wait a second. Now he's giving in to Brooks' challenge here. That's not a good answer if you're giving in.
But they do not last.
Okay.
Do not
Duct
last.
tape.
They're
Carly?
cheap. They're throwaway.
I've had them for under a year. They're not overpriced because they're super cheap, like cost
How do
wise.
you want to score it? What do you want to do?
I'm torn, which might be true for the Frog
Literally.
Dogs as well. Yeah.
Literally torn. Literally.
I'm scoring the Buff because that's my thing. But Frog
I
Dogs,
don't
you
think
don't
that's
own these,
good.
so I feel like you're unbiased, Derek.
You're gonna put this all on me. I don't know. I feel like I don't think we should give him the point for that. I'm gonna be honest.
All right.
That's my gut. That's my gut. That's
all
my
the
gut.
points. What did you wager, Jason?
1 point.
6.45.
6.4.
So you finish in the positive, right? And
0.55 points.
yeah, and the biggest complainer of the episode, Nick, ends up with the win with 10 points.
Wow. He finagled 4 points. He finagled 4 points and doubled them up. That's amazing.
Okay.
Now that I've lost, I disagree with the borrowing of the points, and I would like to retract that.
Okay, well let's revisit let's
you.
revisit the name of this game show. It is Moocher's Mayhem, and Nick successfully mooched in a creative way off of Jason.
That is true. That is
who
true.
unstrategically allowed him to mooch unstrategically. So
Jason had the win in the bag and gave
Jason,
it away.
I will play games against you, especially with money, anytime.
Anytime. That was fantastic. Thanks.
All right.
You guys, that was great. Thanks for playing, everybody. Guys, thanks everybody for playing Moocher's Mayhem. We will see you next time on the world's and podcast greatest game show of all time, Moocher's Mayhem.